So last session we done up to the design. Because today we will create all the logical part also. After that, I can share this project with you, right? So meanwhile, you completed up to what you saw yesterday, no? So in this React to do application, every time when you start your application, you need to do two things. Every time when you start application, you need to run one command is npm run API. That is mandatory. In another terminal, you have to run npm run dev. These two commands you should run every time. npm run API and npm run dev, because your API is locally designed. So, and npm dev. Okay. Now, this is our application. Yesterday, we designed this part. Okay. So, yesterday, we created this part. So, user login and user register. So, I hope it is working fine, right? And everyone from online also, you try all this and let me know if you have any issues. If there are any issues up to this. Up to this part, everything is fine. Online people, do you have any issues? So have you tried up to this? Do you have any issues? Is it clear? Up to this design? If you have any issues, you can let me know so that I can check if there are any problems in running these things. Okay. So now today I will implement. Today we will implement another part. So what we have to do first, we will implement register screen. We will implement register part. So let's do that. Let's go to the register part. What register should do? Collect user ID, username, password, email, login. So, and it should store in our JSON DB, JSON file. And important is I will just write the basic logic, validations and all you do. Right? That part you should try. So because already you learned validations and all, you should do that. So I will put up the basic one. Let's do this. First point, we will go to this to-do register. How do we collect data from the form and save in the database? So for that, we need a formic library now. So how to design form, constant formic is equal to use formic. This is in register area. So formic, we have use formic. And you know how to design use formic. Use formic requires initial values. What are the initial values? They must match with your data. That means we have user underscore ID. So it is empty. It is a string type. Username, that is a string type. Password, that's also string. And email, this is also string. So to do register, in that register, you need to use Formic. That requires Formic installed. Already Formic is installed, so you can import it. Now, what should happen? Validation, you write. I'm not writing validation. How to write validation in forms concept already I explained. I will write only on submit. On submit, we will have a function which will collect user details and it should post that into API. How? Axios have a post method. Axios we learned get method. Now Axios post method. What is your API URL? http:// it is 3000 and into that slash what is the post request? I already given in the notes get request, post request. Post request is users. Post request is users. Into that what data? User data we need to store. That's it. We have to store that. After that then, so that means on success what to do? I will put an alert. Alert simply saying that what is it? Registered. So registered successfully. This message should come. After that, after registering successfully, it should navigate to the login screen. So it should navigate to the login screen. This is little bit important how you will go to the login screen. So that means after registered successfully, I can just get back the home page or navigate to login screen. How to navigate dynamically? Dynamic navigation requires LET. Navigate is equal to use navigate. Through use navigate, you can navigate to any path dynamically. After registered successfully, navigate. Navigate to which location? I should navigate to login. But here comes little bit more strategy we need to implement. This is basic, right? First I will show this and later we will make it little different, better. This is enough actually. What it is going to do? It is going to collect the data from the form, submit the data and post into this URL. Which data? User details it will post. After that, it will show registered successfully and it will navigate to login. Navigate is a reference of use navigate. Use navigate is used for dynamically navigating from one route to another. So as of now, it will work fine. Suppose you see now, I'm just using here. What do you say? Is this enough for a form? No. You need to bind this form with form now. So the formic must be binded. So what we do, form on submit, formic dot handle submit, and make sure that every form element have a name. Name is user ID. And you know every form element on change, formic dot handle change. These are important. These are mandatory. Name, username, it should match with initial values. On change, formic dot handle change. So name, password, on change, formic dot handle change. Email, name, email, On change, formic, handle change. That's it. This binding is mandatory. On submit, it should submit the data. And when you are changing, collect the new details and update into the form. But validation part you try, but one more additional thing we need to design here. And better always button type as submit. Otherwise, it warns you. Button type should be submit. So let's check the first thing. Check, enter the details in the form, submit the form, and see the data is posted into the db.json file. So you tested. This is register option. Okay, let me show you all these things in a fast point, just one by one. You watch it first. After that, you try. Okay. Because after that, I will share all the content. Then you try. Right. Let's do that. See now. So here you check, go to the registered font, user ID, suppose some Rakesh underscore some NIT Rakesh. Suppose this is the username, password RR11 and email rakesh@gmail.com. Okay. I click on login. So when I click on login, it says registered successfully and okay, it gets me to the login. It's working fine, but my strategy is not to display login like this. I want in the main. That we will do first. First point, registered successfully. That means in db.json file, the data is added here. That means one user is posted. It is successfully working. So register functionality is there. It is working. But what I want is once user registers, then while registering, the same user cannot register again. That means now what happens here? So let's go back to the main. This output we will make it better, right? So let's go back to the main. And here what we do is, so I'm entering the username. So Rakesh NIT again. And you entered some password and you click on login, then it registers again. That means you can see that there is a duplicate added one more. So now what is the basic strategy used in real world is when I am registering a new account, when I am typing the user ID, while typing itself, it should show, is it available or taken? That's a general approach. That means, is that user ID available or that user ID is taken? If user is taken, it should show me saying that it is taken. Please try another. So available, then it should show available. That is better. So we can avoid posting the data. So duplicates, right? How we do that? Let's see now. I will delete the duplicate one which created. So let's go to register part here. We need to collect the user details and we need to verify when user is typing inside. That means what I will do is I will write one function called verify user ID. Okay. This we will take from the text box. Whatever user ID they enter, we will take from the text box, right? Now, just observe this once. You check what I am doing. After that, you can try because now a lot of changes I have to do. Once observe all the changes, then you can try after that. You see what I am doing. Then I will share this code. You can try that, right? So this user ID, what it should do is get all the users, verify that user is matching or not, right? So what to do is here first, how we can access all the users. Axios.get http://localhost:3000/users. Get the users and then okay response. And very important is here let, this is result. Result is nothing but so this is filtered user or say existing user. Now how you get that information? So user existing related. So what I will do is I will use response.data. It is an array because it is users. Users will return an array of users. In that we will use a find command. What is find command in an array? It will find the first occurrence which is matching with the condition. What is the condition? Find user and user dot user underscore ID matching with e dot target dot value. That means what it should do is collect the value from the text box and check whether that value is matching with user ID. User ID in this data. That means what it will do? It will find and return the user. Which user? Array find method, filter method of array. It will return the user. Remember, if the matching user is available, then that user details are stored here. If not available, it is undefined. So what is the result of existing user? Existing user is undefined if user doesn't exist. So existing user is undefined. So here we will write a simple condition. If existing user, what does it means if it is defined? Defined means that user found. That means user exists. If user exists, what to do? If user exists, what to do? Then we will put one message. So here we will put a constant msg set msg is equal to use state. It is empty string. I will put a message. That means set msg message as. So user ID taken. Try another. It is defined means it is found. If it is not found, what should happen? Set message. What is that message? The message is, what is it? User ID is what? Available. User ID available. We should say that user ID available. We should say that try another. Try another I am giving. Okay. Okay. Now this should happen for every character I am typing inside the text box. That means in the text box, we have to add an event on key up. On key up, verify user ID. And I will display the message here. Message, I will keep it here. And you see now what happens here. When I am typing register, when I am typing user ID, so you see user ID available. So Rakesh still available, underscore NIT, it is taken. One character difference also available. NITA, it is available. NIT is taken. NI is available. Any one character change is available. That's good. That is what we need because we don't want duplicate users to happen. And colors, you know how to do that. What will be the color here is, so I will put here constant error class set error class is equal to use state. It is empty. And if user ID is taken, set error class as text danger. If it is available, set error class as text success. Like this. I will apply that error class to this definition. So here class name, dynamically it will come from error class. That means what happens when I am typing, it will show green. So it is green and Rakesh NIT it is taken. Any user who is another user we are having in the database? In the database, John Naresh IT. Okay, I'm entering John underscore Naresh IT. It is taken. That means it verifies whether the user ID is available or not. It will get that. Okay, this is one thing we achieved. And when register should be better, the word, because I think I copied and pasted. This word I will give as what? Register. Right? So text primary, text primary. I will just give that register. Fine. So what should happen? So we can register a new user. Suppose I said some Sanjay. So and name is Sanjay and Kumar SAN11 and some Gmail registered. It is registered successfully and it will go to login. Now what should happen is I want this login in the same main screen. I don't want to go to a new screen. That this is important. That means in the same screen that login should be there. That means I want the login to be inside this area here. So if you want login in the same area, so that means header and footer must be same. Then we need to little bit change our routing strategy. So what we should do is, you see now, let's go into the router file. This is routes.jsx. This login register, actually dashboard is not required now. Okay. So in the main path, the home is coming. Login is coming. Login also should be in the main only. In this app only, login also should come. Register also should come. So I will remove this and we will put them as children. We will add has children. Children is an array. In that we will put this. These are the child routes. That means inside the main app, these home, login and register should come. They should display. Now here one more option we need to do. This is the basic route initially. This is the main path. In that path only, in the app itself, the child route should come. But you see now, because I changed this, when I refresh, you can see this is login and register. It is coming fine. It is displayed here. After that, when I entered anything, something roughly, I will later delete them. And when I click register, email, gmail.com. Okay. When I click registered, it's registered successfully. Login should display in the same place. Already login route is coming. Then how you display in the same area? So let's go to the app design now. We will go to the app design. In this app design, here in the section itself, everything should come. All child should come in the section itself. Then here we will put outlet. That is route at outlet. Outlet decides where the child routes must be rendered. That means it should be rendered inside this location. Okay. But important is here. So I will access this now. Initially it is empty. Why it is empty? Because whenever page loads, by default, which one should come? Home now, right? So in the routes, what we should do is whenever the child routes, this home should open. That home should open. In that home, we have login and register. That means this path, actually this path, I will not define as path. Can I put again slash? No, it is not slash. Actually, it is considered as index. Index is true. Index indicates startup. You know, index.html is the startup. That means our child routes start with which one? Home. Our child routes start with home. That means in the route, it will show home. That is important. That means index is true. That means the child route starts with this. And now what happens? Let's observe. I will add register. I will add one more user, somebody, some user I'm adding. So gmail.com and click on register. It's registered successfully. The child route should come here. Now login is inside this, but the alignment is not great. That you can decide. A login component is working in two places. Everywhere it is not same. Its functionality is same. Its appearance may be changing. One place small, one place large, it should change. How you can use a component with different behavior in different places? How you can design a component which can change its behavior according to the situation? You make it as controlled component. Here, I will put the login concept. Let's go to the login. I will make it as props. And what I will do is here, so here, I will write one condition. And in the props, this division, which is the form, I will put a class name and it is dynamic. Dynamic. I will keep here a props dot width. That means to do login is expecting width. It is expecting width. Another one is here I will put one more condition. Dynamic expression, conditional rendering we learned dynamic. In the dynamic part, I'm writing a condition. If props dot title is equal to empty, there is no title, then if title is empty, keep it empty, nothing. So that means keep it empty. A empty span should come. Otherwise, what we will do is we will put a header. So header. So in the header, we will display the props dot title. If title is empty, then don't show the title. So the properties to do login is expecting two things. What it is expecting? It is expecting width and it is expecting title. So let's go to the routes. When you access the to do login here, when you expect the to do login, I'm not giving any width or anything. It's empty. When you are accessing in the home, when you are accessing here, what we will do, title I will keep empty. I will not put any title. Width also I will not give any width. So I will just leave it empty. Okay. Let's go in the home page. You will see that in the home page, it is looking same. In the home page, it is looking same. There is no problem in this. But after register, when they go to login, what should happen is you saw here conditional rendering. Where is the conditional rendering we are giving? After login, after register, we will navigate to which route? Login. When we navigate to login, that is the path. That means it should navigate to that path. When it is separately accessed, then what should happen? Go to routes. Here, you put the class name. You put the, not class, it is what? Title. You put the title as user login. What does it means? If it is accessed separately, then it will have a title called user log. And what we will do is we will put a width also. Width I will give as W25. W25 is the width I am giving. That is the class name, right? Now see what happens. Go to register. You entered something. You entered some password. So at gmail.com and you click register, registered successfully. It goes to the login and it will display that. Padding and all you adjust now. That means what you do, for this, when you define here, what are the to-do login? So here we can add additional class. What is that class? So what is the class? We can use padding or in the main section itself. Where is that to-do home? Not home, app. In app section itself will have a class padding 4 or something better. That's just outlet how we define. Now it looks better. Now from here you can get back to the main screen again. From here you can get back to register, get back to the main screen again. So for example, means these are all different cases, different cases how we implement. Let's implement one more thing. These are all temporary usernames. I will clean up. I will clean up all usernames. I will just keep only one. Okay. Okay. Now still it's not done. Now from here, if user says that, that means let's go to the login. Right. Let's go to the login screen. Okay. In the login below inside the form. Yeah. So I will keep a div. So here we will put a link. And this link is new user register. Am I right? And what should happen now? You have a new user register. That means margin top 3. What should happen when I click on this? It should get me to the register, right? So that means it should link to, so register. What do you say? Slash register or register? Because it is a child routes must be relative routes, not absolute routes. Child routes must be relative routes, not the absolute routes. Here also one point is that I will show you. So we use register. That means it should go to the register. Okay, when I click on this, it will get to the register. It says login register. It is not login register. What it should be? Slash register. That means now you see here, I can click on register. Then it says register. Now register also should change. How register also should change? So same, we can put the same strategy in to-do register also. That means we can make this as what? Props, right? And I will make this as class. So dynamically comes from props.width. Okay. As of now, I'm just using this title and all same like login you try. So what should happen on register now? Whenever we access register in the routes, whenever we access register, we will put a width as W25. That's the width for that. That means it will get that and show. Title also same. Title also same. That means you put the title depending on title. So here we put a condition. Props dot title is equal to empty. Don't display anything. So otherwise you put a heading 3, 4 something. So register user, register new user, something register user, like this we define. And make sure that in the routes we have a title. Achha, title I will keep as register. You can put a fixed title or I will not do that. In the register, I will say that in the heading, we will put the props title. Props dot what title. Whatever title they give, it will come. That's fine. Now it is okay. Now in this register form also, we have a div. So class margin top 2, and here we'll put a link. It should link to /login. So existing user login, like this we are using. And when you say existing user login, it will get login. And you say new user, it will get registered. We'll do one thing. When user clicks on the main logo, company name, right, it will get to the main screen. Okay, where it is app. In the app, I will make this clickable. So that means we will put as a what? Link. So we'll put as a link, and it should link, yeah, it should link to /home. That is the slash. So, and you see slash is the main screen. In the main already home is there, right? Now, suppose you see now it is clickable and I click, it should get back to the home. I will remove class name as text decoration none. That means it will be empty like this, but it is clickable, right? New user, it will get back to the register. I click existing user login. I can switch between, right? So now user will register. So register is suppose some name. Suppose Rakesh _NIT. So here we have Rakesh Gmail RAK. And register successful, it will get back to login. Now here we need to change the path because there I haven't given the login. Navigate should be after register successful, the navigate. Yeah, here we should be /login, right? Because we changed the parent child hierarchies, right? It should be /login. So that will be fine. So let's run back here. Okay, I will say new user register. You are entering some name and username, password, email @gmail.com. Okay, and click register successfully. It should get to the log. So everything is fine. So that means up to register concept, everything is working. I will clean up this unnecessary record. Okay, fine. So these are two users available. One is Rakesh NIT, John Naresh IT. These are two users available. Okay. Now we need to implement. So this is fine. Now we need to implement login. So what login should do? So login should get user ID, password, verify. Same like find command. What you done? How you return the logic for verifying whether user present or not. So the same strategy we have to follow for this login. So let's write the login logic now. So let's go to login, to do login, and everything is same. Make sure that name is user ID, and here name is what? Password. Okay, and here you need a constant formic, use formic, and we need to collect the data first. Initial values. What are the values? User ID is a string and password is a string. We have to just collect user ID and password, two details. Okay, on submit, what should happen? Collect user and verify that user exists or not. Axios.get. Get from where? HTTP localhost 3000 /users. It will get all the users, but I don't want all the user. Then response. What we should do? We will get the user. This is like login user. Suppose just verifying. How to get that? Response dot data dot what? Find user, and user dot user ID is matching with is matching with user ID. Actually, this is uh, item dot user ID is matching with user underscore ID is matching with user dot user ID. This is nothing but form user ID. That means we are collecting from form na. We are verifying the form user ID is matching with the user ID present inside this data. Right? We are reading every item, verifying that item user ID is matching with the user ID entered inside the form. If it now, very important, if login user, what does it means? It means that user is there. That means we found that user. Then we have to, if not found, then what should happen? Alert. We will put a message, invalid user ID. That means we don't have the user by that name. That is invalid user ID. Okay. If user ID is found, then I have to verify password now. That means what we have to do. So if this time I have to verify login user dot what password is matching with user dot what password. If it is not matching, then we will say alert again. This is what invalid password. If it is matching, then it should go to dashboard. It should go to dashboard. Then how we can go to the dashboard? So we need let navigate is equal to use navigate. Okay. If it is password is there, then navigate. Navigate to who? Navigate to slash what? Dashboard. Actually, we don't have dashboard. I removed it. We will add it. We have to separate dashboard. Dashboard should not come in existing screen, a new screen for dashboard. And not only that, I need to remember his details until he signed out. After login, until he sign out, I need to remember his information. You need to know what to do now. So we need constant cookies, set cookie, another one, remove cookie is equal to use cookies, and cookie is an array. User ID is the cookie name. I want user ID. I can have username. Two cookies are there. User ID and username. Both I can have. Okay. Now what should happen here is I will just put here username, user ID, anything you can have, right? Let's write the logic. If password is successful, then before navigating to dashboard, set cookie. Cookie name is what? User ID. User ID comes from login user dot what? User ID. It will come from him. Not only that, we have another one, set cookie. What is another cookie? Username. It will come from login user dot what? User underscore name. Be careful with the key field names and all. Now, two cookies are created, one for user ID, username. Your wish, you can use only one. But I don't want ID to be displayed in dashboard. Name should be displayed in dashboard. So I'm using both of them. Okay, fine. Now it will go to the dashboard when user is successfully logged in. Okay, let's add this. It's not done. So much is there. On submit formic dot handle submit. Here on change, what is it? Formic dot handle change. On change formic dot handle change, and button type is what? Submit. Okay, now it is done. Let's check the user ID. User ID, I entered something David and password something login. It says invalid user ID. Okay, user ID is I'm having Rakesh underscore NIT and password is something wrong. Then it says invalid password. Okay, that means it is verifying correctly user ID password. What is his password I given? Password for Rakesh is RAK. Okay, so the password is RAK. If it is successful, then login. But I don't have a dashboard to show. then we need to design a dashboard here. That means in the routes, okay, in the route here we will put, this is the parent. I want a separate route now. That means I need another route. What is the route path? So dashboard, and what element it should render? It should render which one? To do dashboard, that it should render. So now dashboard is a separate screen. Actually, dashboard is there empty. It is empty. Now dashboard looks different. So what should be in the user dashboard? Let's go to the design. So let's check the Stitch with Google. And in this Stitch with Google, okay, in web, we will give a point here. Create to do user dashboard. It is an to do user dashboard. Okay. What is next point? So it must display appointment user appointments in a grid style. You can ask like a card style, every appointment as a separate card. I will ask in a grid style, right? Another point is, so it must provide options for searching, filtering, and sorting. Okay, sorting appointments. One more thing is here, grid must allow to view, edit, and delete appointment. That is what we want in the grid. Searching, filtering, sorting appointments also must be there. What else with the user? User must able to sign out from account. Sign out. So must able to sign out from account. Okay, these are all the options we are defining. I'm giving these prompts just for the design. Actually, this will build the complete. You can ask particular, I want React components. It will design in React. What you want additionally? What features? Already we are navigating here. Why you want to navigate to some another website? If you have any social links, then you put in aside area. In HTML, I hope you learned. In HTML, you have an aside area which navigates to social links. Yeah. Okay. Acha, it is displaying this in a card style. It is displaying the appointments in a card style. Your wish, you can put in a grid style, card style. You see, add appointment, filtering, sorting, searching. Sign out options also will be there at the top. There will be a sign out option. Here also we can give appointments, task, calendar settings. Okay, this is one preview. This is what it is having. These are cards. Instead of cards, you can put, right? So filter by client name, strategies, add appointment, fine. Okay, let's design this That means this is the dashboard, but here key point is logic. Dashboard design I will create. So actually it is expecting row, and in a div we have class call 2, and in a div it is having class call 10, and I think padding 2 or 3 looks good, fine, and 2 or 3, okay, so that's fine. Inside column we can give padding if we want. Okay, so here we are having, so a header, this is like task manager, that is the task manager we are having. Okay, fine. So this is fine. So margin top 4. Okay, little down. Fine. Now below this, you are having some div. Let's say my is 4. Okay, you have a simple link I will give. Tasks. So class bi pencil square. Okay. I have another one is, this is like calendar date. Calendar date. So we have like date. So we have one more is, okay, let's say settings means BI gear fill. So this is like settings. Okay, I'll just keep those links here. Um, this link text decoration none. Okay, fine. I'm just adding those links, and column has 2 padding. Oh, this is already set with padding. Yeah, that's okay. Now these are fine left side. But whose task manager is this? That means that username should come here. I will try to put the username here. How we can get the username? You know how to get the username. Constant, cookies, set cookie, remove cookie is equal to use state, use cookies, and array. One is user ID, another one is username. Now here I will put here the cookies of username, and I will just keep class font size 5, font weight bold, margin top 2, and who logged in, his name will come. So I will put this part under this. So hello. That's fine. Okay. So that looks fine. So we have this little bit. Oh, so this is 6. Little small, and this is 3. Okay, that's fine. That means who logged in, his details. And what I do is, below this itself, I will give a button. So class btn, and btn, suppose danger w100, say sign out. Okay, we have a sign out option available here. Okay, so generally if it is, oh, If it is not, it's a small one. That looks fine. Now what should happen? This is entire column. BG light. That's BG light. Okay. Style height some 400. Let's just put it like a column. Just put it like a column 600. That's fine. Left column we are having. Actually, all the alignment part we can just put it how we want. So all this is kept in one div. Others are in another div. Then I can add deflex, flex low, flex column, content between. Then one will be top bottom. Sign out I will keep at the bottom. Am I right? That means at the top we have all this and at bottom we have sign out. Now what we should do right side, we need to display filtering, sorting and all the appointments of who logged in. Huh? So right side, I will just display. So here we have a div. So class B, this is BG light. So padding 3 and here I will just put an input type is text. Okay. Oh, so this is input type text. That's fine. Okay. Two, one. That's fine. Okay. And what is it? So this is in a div again. So class form control and we have a button class BI search and we have an input group and we will display here placeholder search appointments. Okay, that's what we are giving. So BTN is enough. Okay, that's a button. BTN light. That's a dark. Okay, that's a search button we are having. They can search for appointments and display. Actually, they added a sign out option right side. I kept below. It's fine. Anything you can do. You can add there also sign out if you want. You put a header there. Now below this, I want a grid style or card style. I should load the appointments for that user. Actually, this type I will give one more. And here we need some options like, so here we need a div. This is select. So we have an option. So filter like this. We have another div. This is like sort, right? Like this. And you have this filter and sort like options. Class form control, form select, form select. And this will be like deflex, flex and flex row. Okay, they will be side by side. And just we put MX is 2. We have like filter sort like options. You can have so many more things, but these two are in one division. And after that, we have a button class BTN primary, BIBI plus circle. And we say new appointment. And that is new appointment here. So justify content between, and that's fine. So align, justify content between, and this is one diva. Flex row is already flex row. This is in one div. Then actually flex row. Okay, that will keep side by side new appointment. Right. Now what should happen below this? I must able to display all the appointments. Your wish as a card style and or grid style. Okay, let's put a card style. What appointment Rakesh is having? Rakesh is not having any appointment because this appointment doesn't belong to him. Rakesh NIT. This appointment actually belong to John. Right. So I will make it related to Rakesh. This is related to Rakesh NIT. Right. This appointment is related to Rakesh. Actually, there can be multiple appointments. Okay, this is suppose birthday. So here we say some party. Some date is some 29 something. And this is also Rakesh. So we have another one. So this is suppose React class something. So here 7 p.m. class something. Suppose this is like 30. And this belongs to some another person. Who is it? John Naresh. John Naresh. It belongs to him. Now 3 appointments are there. 2 belongs to our Rakesh. That means now what dashboard should show? It should show the appointments of that user. It should display the appointment of that user. Below this, here it should show the appointments. So here I will just put a comment. Appointments we'll put here, right? How do we put class margin top 4? Okay. How do we load the appointments belonging to that user and display? Your wish. You display as a card style or as a grid style. So how do you get the appointments of based on the user ID? This is interesting. Constant, what is it? Appointments, what is it? Appointments is equal to use state. It is an array. I am expecting appointments as an array. Okay, fine. Now use effect. That means at the time of mounting, I should get only the appointments belonging to that user. How you will do that? So axios.get get http :/ localhost 3000 / what is it? Appointments. So it will load all appointments, but I don't want all appointments. So then I will get a response here. Response will return all appointments, but I want to filter only user appointments. How to get the user appointments? Response dot data dot filter na? Find will return only one, filter will return all. That means it should get the appointment and verify whether the appointment dot user ID is matching with. Where is user ID? It is matching with cookies. Cookies have user ID. That means who logged in, his details are maintained in a cookie. If it is matching with cookies user ID, can get all his appointments and display. So what we need to do, set appointments. What is it? User appointments. That means all the user appointments will be filtered based on user ID and display. These appointments I need to present here. That means what we have to do, use appointments dot map, read every appointment, and for every appointment I am designing a div. Div will have a class called card, suppose roughly padding 2, so and margin 2, and this card is having so another div, yeah, class card header. In the card header, I want to display appointment title. Every appointment have a title. It should display that appointment title there. So it says title of appointment. I'm just giving this as deflex. Okay. Flex wrap. That will be better. So we have two appointments, meeting and birthday. And every card, I will, you know that every card needs a key. Na? So it needs a key, appointment.id. So that means it will get a key, appointment ID. ID is there? Yes, every appointment have an ID. Na? So it is having an ID. We will get that. Okay, description date. So in the header, we are doing that. And this is class as card body. So this is actually font weight bold. Yeah. In the card body, appointment dot what? Description. We will get the description. Okay. I will put here in the next line. Okay. In the next line, I will add date. So appointment dot date. So that is the date we are displaying. Right. So these are appointment details, meeting with client and all these options, and every card W25, or you put a fixed width for it, anything you want. And what should happen is we will have a div. So in this class name, so this is card footer, and in the card footer, it should display some button. So BTN, so info, BI. So we have another option. So BTN, warning, BI, pen, fill. We have another one, danger, and we have BI, trash, fill. And this is suppose text center. And you see these are all there. And MX is 2. Then some gap. That means I must able to view, edit, or delete the appointments. That means we need to make this work. I need to make this new appointment work. And remember, sign out will work as usual. What will happen? So let's sign out. So we have a function, handle sign out. Sign out. Okay. On sign out, what to do? On sign out, remove cookie. Which one? User ID remove and remove cookie. Another one is user name. Both cookies you can remove. User ID is important for filtering. Username is for displaying, right? That is important. And after that, navigate. Oh, we haven't used. So LET navigate is equal to use navigate. Now, so it should navigate. So navigate to slash. It should navigate to home or login. You have login also, na? So it should go back to the login and display. And it should handle sign out. That means where is the sign out button? Yeah. So on click, so handle sign out. And when I click on sign out, it should get back me to the login. Okay, let's log in as another user. Who is another user? John underscore Naresh IT. Password, something wrong. What is his password? John password is John123. Okay. John123 and login, and only John appointment will come. Right? Who logged in? His name and only his appointments. That means we maintained a relationship in the data. Every appointment belonged to a specific user. And you log in as another user. Who is it? Rakesh underscore NIT RAK. And he will get his appointments. That means every user has his own appointments. Now we need to add the functionalities like new appointment, edit appointment, delete appointment. That we'll do tomorrow. Right? By tomorrow, we will finish this. But if you give this entire code project to any real-time developer, then he will say 70% fine. Why 70% fine? Because the strategies you used for filtering, displaying details, some are not good for real time. You need to add some more techniques. And that's what React will teach you now. How to add more React techniques and make it production ready. Production ready means when a 10, 15-year experienced developer see your code, he says that, okay, that's good. That means he says that, okay, this is fine. There are no issues in this. Otherwise, they are not satisfied. Why? Because lot of points they will raise. Why you are doing this? Why you are doing that? It will become slow. It is very delayed process. We will take all the precautions. For that, we need to learn some more. But first, we will implement the CRUD operation. Tomorrow, we will do that. By today night, I will share this Git link. Right? To do application Git link, I will share in the classroom. You can get it for all the what I designed till now. Right? Tomorrow, we will finish that. And remember, I am doing only 80-90% of my side. Some things, some concepts, I will leave it for you to implement. Like validations, like some search filter, like concepts, I will tell you, and you have to try. Right? So I hope login register validations you can add by using yep. You try to write the validations. Right? You know that if validation is successful, then only form data is submitted. Right? You know that you try to implement in the registration forms. Tomorrow will continue. Okay, right.